Hey there, racers, and welcome to the virtual drivers meeting for the TireRack.com ChampCar Endurance Series race at Harris Hill Raceway. First off, just want to thank our title sponsor, TireRack.com, and of course want to thank Frozen Rotors, Racing Radio, Lifeline Fire Suppression Systems, RVA Graphics and Wraps, and Bell Racing, the official helmet of ChampCar. Of course, there's also our class sponsors, UUC Motorsports, Discovery Parts, Krispy Kreme, and not to forget the Chandler School for our Sportsmanship Award. First off, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Ben. For those of you guys who have not met me before, I've been working for ChampCar for quite a while, so hopefully you guys have seen me around. But I've also been doing timing and scoring up until now, where I've been doing my first race to direct. So also joining me at Harris Hill, there's going to be Laura, our wonderful registrar. Thomas is going to be teching you guys, probably with the help of Andy. Andy will also be doing timing and scoring at the race. Bill's going to be there with all his cameras and hopefully doing some interviews, but we'll see what he's going to be doing. And Chelsea will be there as well, just to make sure that I'm doing a good job. First off, I'm going to keep this meeting kind of short. I like doing in-person meetings, so I'm just going to go over some quick things with you guys. And of course, if you have any questions, you guys can always email me. My email is ben.bloss@champcar.org. So first things first, for those of you who haven't been to Harris Hill before, the parking lot and overall paddock area is very small, and we're sold out, which means we have 45 teams there. So it's going to be tight there on Friday. So please, you guys, be patient. We're going to have somebody there parking you. Please don't park until you're directed to be there. If you need a place to wait, we'll have a place for you to pull off and wait so that we don't have a big line. But we're going to have somebody there. We're all going to get you guys a parking spot in our pit paddock area, which I'll talk about more later. If you guys can try to bring a small rig, I know that most of you guys probably don't have more than one rig, so yeah, if you have a smaller rig, try to bring it. But of course, if you only have one trailer, that's what you got to bring. If you do have a really big rig, please call 512-667-6250. Again, that's for those big rigs. You're going to want to get in touch with Harris Hill and just give them a heads up, and they're going to have a spot dedicated for those. Again, just don't park on the grass unless we direct you to park there. Have very nice grass there, and they'd like to keep it that way. Other things just to note about Harris Hill, they do have a sound limit of 85 decibels. So that is pretty low. The county is going to probably be there enforcing it, so definitely be prepared for that. I'm sure you guys maybe have seen some of the Laguna Seca rigs for bringing down the decibels. So again, just be prepared for that. And we'll go through that as needed. All right, so getting more onto the pit paddock side of things. If you guys have been there, you probably know that the pit paddock there is not only really small, but I'm saying pit paddock because they're one of the same, which means that the pits and the paddock are all the same area. This is a little bit different, and by a little bit, I mean a lot different by the way that we do things normally. Of course, that means that I need everybody to be super, super extra careful while they're in the pits during the race, of course, and, making sure you're paying attention. And that doesn't just mean the drivers. That means everybody that's in the pit and paddock as well, because I want you guys to, keep your head on a swivel and make sure you're not stepping out in front of a race car who's, eager to change his flat tire or something like that. So definitely make sure you're paying attention to what's going on during the race in that pit paddock, because it's going to be really tight. We're going to have a lot of teams there. Like I already said, we're sold out. So make sure you guys are paying attention and staying safe out there. Other than that, the way that it's going to work is we're going to have you guys come in on sort of, it's not really a pit lane, but it's their sort of feeder road into the pit paddock. We'll have somebody there at the pit in and the pit out. If you guys look at a map, it'll make a lot more sense. And we'll have somebody there to catch you at the pit in. You'll go in, you'll go around clockwise, which means you'll enter, you'll turn left, and then you'll turn left again, and you'll go around like it's a big, huge roundabout. So even if your pit's all the way, on the end or on the right side as you enter, you've got to turn left, go around clockwise, go all the way around, make sure you're staying slow, staying safe, paying attention, and bring that all the way around to your pits. Similarly, too, of course, when you exit your pit, same thing. You're going to want to go exit your pit, go around clockwise, and get back out onto the course. We'll have somebody there at that same sort of pit in, pit out area. They'll, of course, get you checked out. Make sure, if you took fuel, you got your 5 minutes, all that good stuff. Check your belts, check your driver bands. Make sure you got all those. And we'll get you back out on track. So again, pit and paddock is clockwise. So as you enter, you will turn left. Other than that, so fueling, I'm sure you guys, well, at least I hope you guys are familiar with our fueling rules. It's no more than 5 people over the wall at a time. So again, just kind of try to, when you bring in a hot car and you're going to put fuel into it, make sure that you try and keep people away from that car, whoever might be there with your team, and only the people that are in Nomex and, have the fire bottle and are ready to do that fueling. Also, too, there's been some confusion in the past that I've seen. Fueling has to be done in the pits and paddock. We cannot let you guys go up to like your garage if some of you guys are locals and fuel in there. It's just an even more dangerous situation. In the pits and paddock, we can at least keep an eye on you. If there is a fire, we have people there with extra fire bottles. We've got the safety team there ready to respond. So that's kind of a contained environment where we can, monitor the fueling of your guys' cars. Do not leave and go and, fuel your car somewhere other than that pit paddock area. Because that can, if you guys have a fire and your fire bottle runs out and your car's still on fire, it's going to be a little bit before, we get all of that communication gets to the safety team and they can respond. So yeah, make sure that fueling stays in there. Other than that, we'll go over the pit and paddock again during the drivers meeting before the race and make sure everybody's kind of clear. And once you guys, if you haven't been there before, it'll make a lot more sense once you're there. But again, we're just working with what we got and make sure that everybody's just trying to stay safe because it's a small area with quite a few cars in there. But I'm sure you guys are going to have fun out there. So other than that, Friday test day. So we've got test day. Again, you guys have been there and probably already know. It's $200 to test out your car on Friday. Now, that is not something that ChampCar does. That is done by Harris Hill. Harris Hill is in charge of running that test day and everything. So you don't pay ChampCar, you pay Harris Hill the $200. If you have any questions or concerns about that, I definitely recommend calling Harris Hill Raceway. And asking them any questions about that. But otherwise, you can just kind of show up on Friday, pay the $200, and you're welcome to go out on track and test your car out. Don't blow up your car on Friday. It happens a lot. What else? Oh, also, so on that test day, make sure, I would highly recommend, as a former timing and scoring official myself, please do test out those transponders while you guys are out there. It makes your life a lot easier. It's going to make our timing and scoring guys' life a lot easier. It's just, why not? You might as well make it work. So you're making sure the rest of the car works. Might as well make sure your transponder works as well. When you do that, though, please have your transponder number. It's usually like a 7 to 8 digit long number. Make sure you have that number before you go and talk to Andy, because his first question to you when you ask if your transponder is working or not is, well, what is your transponder number? Because he doesn't have all the registration information yet, so he doesn't know whose transponder is what yet. All he sees is that long, number that's on your transponder. So if you want to check to make sure if your transponder is working, make sure you know what that number is or have it written down. And I'm sure Andy would be happy to help you guys out and let you know whether it's working or not. All right, other than that, we're just going to go through the schedule really quick. 9 a.m. is going to be when the gates open on Friday, so you guys are welcome to head in there, and we should have somebody there ready, again, to start parking you guys. We'll have tech and registration open at 11 a.m., so Thomas will be there, probably Andy and myself will be there as well, making sure that we get you guys all teched. 12 o'clock or noon is when the practice session is going to begin. Again, that's $200 a team. You can sign up at the clubhouse. At 5 o'clock on Friday, we're going to have a ChampCar Novice School or new to ChampCar meeting. and that's going to be at the clubhouse. There's a little classroom that'll get you guys all together and do that. That's not just necessarily for racing novices. That's for people who are also novices or new to ChampCar. So if you guys have not raced with ChampCar before, please be sure to stop by that meeting. We're not going to be going through, how to apex a corner or how to do these different types of driving techniques. It's more just going to be about what to expect on track from ChampCar and how we do things, different types of flags and those types of things, just so that we're all on the same page when we're out there on track, passing rules, that type of stuff. 6 o'clock is when the practice ends and also when tech ends. So please make sure you guys get there before 5, because by the time you guys roll in, get yourself, your rig dropped, get your car out of your trailer and get into the tech line, it could already be around 6 o'clock, and usually by then we really want to go eat dinner. So please be sure to try and get there before 6 so that we can get you guys teched, at or before 6. And then after that, Saturday, pretty simple stuff. We are going to have a driver's meeting at 8 a.m. at the clubhouse. We'll probably just do it out in the little grassy area right there by the clubhouse. 8:30, we're going to have you start grading you guys. 8:45, we're going to start sending cars. Again, so 8:45, you guys need to be in the car ready to go out on track. We'll send you guys out, do our parade laps, make sure all the transponders are working, everybody's good, radio comms are good, and then if everything's all good at 9 a.m., we will go ahead and send out the green flag and start the endurance race. Assuming everything goes well, we will end at 5 p.m. is going to be the checkered flag. And then, of course, we're going to have our post-race inspection or impound after that. And hopefully that'll go for 30 minutes. And then that's it for Saturday. Sunday, we're going to have, again, 8 a.m. drivers meeting, same place. And pretty much the same thing. So, again, 8:30 cars to grade. 8:45, we're going to send cars. 9 a.m. is going to be the green flag, and this time it's going to be 4 p.m. for the checkered flag. Again, we're going to do that post-race inspection, and assuming that inspection does get done in 30 minutes, we are going to have the award ceremony after that. So please attend the award ceremony. We really, really like it when we don't have just the people getting awards there, but everybody kind of shows up. It's really nice for you guys to, show your support, and I'm sure you guys would like it there too if you were on the podium. So definitely head over there. It's not too long. I promise I won't be too long-winded. But it'd be awesome to see you guys there and showing your support. Cool. And then there's just a few notes I just wanted to go over really quick. Thanks for staying with me till the end, you guys. Something I've been seeing a lot of in teching cars has been seat belts. I've actually seen a lot of seat belts that are expired, and I think there's a little bit of confusion around, what seat belts are legal and when they expire and all this types of stuff. So really simple. FIA belts, which I don't see too many of, but FIA belts are good for 5 years, and SFI belts, which are probably the ones that you guys have, are going to be good for 2 years. Now, on the more recent SFI belts, they have been putting a an expiration date basically on them, so they tell you it's good up until this date, but the older ones have a manufacture date on them. So make sure that your belts are legal before you get to the race. It's a huge bummer when we have to fail somebody out of tech because they didn't have a belt, or we have to give them the runway raver, and we don't really like doing that. So please make sure you guys have safe belts on there. They're all certified and good to go. All right, that's all I have for you guys. Just want to thank you guys for sticking with me and really appreciate you guys racing with ChampCar. I'm so excited. For those of you that don't know, this is my first race directing for ChampCar. It's a huge deal for me. I'm so excited. So thanks you guys for coming. I'm really excited that it's sold out, and I hope to see you there.